Guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. So guys, in case you're new here, karibu sana, and kama kawaida, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're returning back, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Guys, like I am literally happy. You've seen that in my previous vlog. I am finally back. Like I am back home, back in Mombasa. Like yeah, I just came like a day ago, and I said like I'm not resting, guys. Like I want to share with you my experience. But first of all, as my title suggests, guys, this is a topic that I wanted to share with many of you there who will wish to travel, and so that you cannot have the same problems that I had while I traveled. So, before that, guys, ensure to subscribe, and remember, subscribing is completely free. And guys, for my new subscribers, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate. And by the way, guys, there's some people who are watching these videos, but you are not subscribing. Like 90% of people who are watching my vlogs are not my subscribers. So I don't even know why you're watching, guys. Subscribe, yeah. Anyway, so what happened in my situation? Remember when I was going, I was so happy. Like, anyway, guys, I'm going to meet my cousin. I don't want to have troubles at the immigration. Not that I don't have the right papers. I have my yellow fever card. I have my COVID certificate. I have my passport. So I was sorted. But the only thing that worried me most was something that did not even affect me. That was the Ebola thing. So my cousin came and picked me up at the border. We went, and right now it's a one stop custom. Like there is no two borders the way they used to be like long ago. Ever since COVID happened, they only have like one stop over. So I went there, I passed my things were okay. They checked my luggage, everything was okay. Then I went now to the immigration for them to stamp my passport. The queue was so long. Remember, I reached Busia very, very late, like at around 5 p.m. I had some delays. So the queue was so long. And one thing that I noticed, those people were so many there were drivers. Like drivers who are going to Rwanda, those people who are going to Sudan. Like, yeah, they passed in that route. So I queued. I took like 30 good minutes on that line. When it reached my turn, I was like, okay, finally, it is me. I gave the guy my yellow fever card. They asked for COVID certificate, and also they asked for my passport. Then I gave it. Then I was told to put my fingers. That's where the thing started. So I put my fingers, and the guy is like looking at me like, excuse me, where do you work? I got shocked because like I'm in a vacation, and why do you have to ask me where do I work? Then I'm like, okay, I work with the government. Then the guy tells me, give me your official release letter. I'm like, which official release? I'm on an off, like I'm on leave. So which official letter do you want? So I was like, okay, fine. Let me look for my leave. I'd taken a picture on it. So I was going through it. Then I said, okay. Then it was like, not the leave form. I want official release letter from the county secretary that so and so is officially out of the country. I'm like, these people don't even know that I've traveled. I am going to my shags. I'm going to see my grandma. Why do I have to have a release letter going to see my grandma? Then I was told to stay behind. That's where now the drama started. I'm like, I called my cousin, like, what's not happening? They're speaking Uganda, they're speaking their language. What's not happening? They're telling me to stay aside. They wanted the release letter, which I only have the official letter that I'm on off day. Then my cousin was like, relax. There is no big deal. You have the right papers. So I waited. People came in, people passed by. Then eventually, the last person, they called me now. And I was told to go inside. Then the guy asked me, you see, your passport says you are a county government, like you are a government asset. So I work with the government, that's all. Yes, you belong to the government. I'm like, even if I'm going to see my parents, like am I going to see my child, like to my village, I have to have the authority to travel there. Then the guy was like, yes, because you're a property to the government. If something happens to you there, it is the government who is going to be responsible. I'm like, I didn't even know. So the reason why, guys, I'm actually doing this video is for those people who are working with the government and you are planning to get your passport, you don't have passport. Guys, please don't ever say that you are working with the government. Like, it's good to be honest, but I'm just trying to save you the struggle that I went through. Personally, the reason why the reason why I used that the government thing, you all know that. I'm going to leave that video down there. How I struggled to get my passport. I don't want to explain I explain everything in detail, and my official contract letter for the government is the one that helped me to get my passport, because remember my name has initial, and I also had issues with my parents, Uganda, Kenya. No, it's a whole story. So if you want to know more about it, I already did a detailed video. I'm going to leave it there. Just go check it out. How I went, the struggle that I went through, but I would never wish someone to go through. I wish I had all this information, but guys, I'm so glad that I'm sharing out with you. So back to now the passport. They told me you cannot go in. Remember, it's almost now 6 p.m. I cannot go in. I've had like more than 24 hours. I am so tired. I just want to go reach. I just want to go rest. I am so tired. I want somewhere to go rest. Then they're telling me, we are sorry. You need to contact the county secretary for you to be accessed in. Yeah. How? These people doesn't even know that I'm traveling, and how am I going to contact them at this place? It's even odd hour. It's even on a weekend. How am I going to try? So I just humble up. I try to convince them that please just let me in. I didn't know the procedure. And guys, please, as I said earlier, if in case you're working in the government, just register yourself as your own personal thing, like your own business person. Don't ever, because you're going to be like forever a government property, and this thing will not allow you to travel, because anytime you have to travel, you will have to have the release letter from the county secretary. So imagine I just want to go somewhere near, Mombasa and Tanzania is just near here. I want to go somewhere like Tanzania, just like 4 hours drive from here. I cannot access in. Reason being, I have to get the letter there. Imagine, like, that's the struggle. So in case you're watching this video and you're planning to get your passport, please, guys, please don't do the same mistake that I did. So luckily my cousin came, they talked in their language, then finally I was granted my pass. They stamped my passport, then I proceeded with the journey. Remember, it's not like a closer, like the distance is just long. So I told my cousin, okay, fine. African Yako was supposed to pick me up. So instead of going all that way to the village, let me just go to Kampala. It's near, so that because the lights are back. So let me switch it. Guys, sorry for that. The lights were off and now they are back. That's why I was filming this. But anyway, where was I? Okay, I told my cousin, like, right now I just want to go and rest. Remember, I planned a surprise for my grandma, so I didn't want her to know that actually I need to do out with this hair. Like, the hair has served me for a month, like literally. So I told my cousin, like, what is that? I told my cousin that please don't let my grandma know that I'm coming. I want to surprise her. It's been long. I've not seen her all those years. I want to see how she's gonna react. So instead, I didn't go straight. I went to now African Yako. So she came and picked me up. I know you've seen the vlogs. Before even I reached the place, When you pass the border, you go like 5 kilometers. Then from there, there is a stopover for everyone. And that day, it was the worst day because everyone was getting out of the car. So I sat in front because I wanted to capture like the moment, like traveling, when you are filming, you want to travel, like you want to capture everything. So sitting in front there, then my cousin was back. So they started with us. They told us to get down. Guys, remember language barrier? I don't understand anything. So I'm looking at the police guys like, oh, what are these people saying? So my coach, the guy that I was sitting next to just got up. And I'm still sitting there. They're like, get out, get out of Uganda. So I don't understand. I just followed the guy. Then they were asking me for my passport, like for my not passport. They didn't ask for passport, for ID, identification card. I don't have. I have my passport. And the bad thing, my passport was in my cousin's bag, and my cousin was seated back, and they started with us. I don't understand anything. Language barrier. I suffered. I was told to go like, no, I'm trying to call my cousin. Asman, Asman, Asman. Oh, Asman is not understanding because there are so many people. I wanted to film, I wanted to capture anything at the same time. There's so many police officers all over. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? But at this time, I was not that very, very scared because my cousin was there. He can speak Luganda. They can understand each other. So one thing I was told, the road is like this. I wanted to say the barabara. The road is like this, and where it's like barracks. I was told to go there, so I don't want to go. I'm trying to tell him like my cousin has my passport there. So then like the guy is like go, and they are so rude. Like literally, the system. Anyway, I don't want people to be with me to come after me, but that was the experience I had. Like I didn't like the rudeness was just on another level. Then I stood the father's end. I was just walking slowly. Now I had to pretend I'm not feeling well. So I was walking slowly. I don't understand what they're saying. Then my cousin came. Then I told him, like they want my identification card. Oh, he removed my passport and I gave them. I think they wanted something small, something like that. It doesn't, but we didn't bribe them. People are so many, it was so crowded. That's one thing that we didn't like. To be honest with you, I didn't give out something small. We proceeded with my journey. I went, African Yako picked me. Then yeah, that's what happened. Now coming back. Before even coming back, guys, walking around Kampala, remember when I was leaving African Yako village, coming to Kampala, I spent there. I met another police guys, and they're so rough, like, whew. So, guys, one thing, if you're in a foreign country, always have your passport with you, like, on hand, so that you don't get into trouble. Like, you can have a stop, they can ask you your identity card, and try as much as possible, just like move like normal. We are in Africa, so it's very hard to differentiate that she's Kenyan, she's an African. Most of the places that I went to, I was just quiet. The people that I were with were the ones speaking, so most of the time I was quiet. Even I remember I entered the park, I just paid the same amount like them. I didn't pay much. I went to, like, it's normal. Like when you go to these areas, they charge you much according to the area where you're coming from. So I thought of sharing out with you guys this so that you don't suffer the way I did. Now coming back to Kenya, when I was moving back, it was not a difficult one. The problem was they were asking me if I have been vaccinated for Ebola. Hey, I said no. They told me to wait. Hey, again. Remember, I had to go to Nairobi. I had to connect to my SGR. Like my trip, generally, with that passport thing was not it wasn't an easy one though, but I really love that, which I'm going to share with you guys some of my experiences there, what I enjoy doing, some of the culture shock, guys. Stay tuned in. You're going to be surprised as I was. Like, there's so many things that I thought is so similar, but again, they're not similar. I know you're wondering why I am in this and yet I'm back in Mombasa. Yes, it's been drizzling, it's been raining, so that's why I am this. So, but anyway, as I said, Mombasa is always a predictable weather. It can be so hot, then at the same time it starts raining. So that's how it normally is. So you always have to prepare yourself. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for the love and support you've shown me in my previous vlog. I thought of sharing out with you this experience so that you are watching there, you don't go have the same difficulty that I have. So until next time, guys.